Okay, so in this video we're just going to give you a quick rundown of this customized spear gun. Stay tuned for the upcoming video. Okay, welcome back to another video everybody. I'm Sam Price from OXS Enterprises based in the Bay of Islands, New Zealand. This video, as mentioned in the intro, is about this spear gun. Now this spear gun is going to Ollie down in the Wairarapa. It is a 110, custom 110. We've got a Roko Matai stocked gun with clear composite sides. Now one of the features of my guns that I believe brings a lot of durability, strength and individual customization is the ability to color these composite sides. Now he just wanted a clear sort of blended finish, so I went with a black and clear to match the, of course, black handles, black rubbers and all that sort of other stuff on the gun. The finish itself all matches pretty well. I think it's a well chosen look, and of course with those composite sides it just makes for increased durability within the stock of the gun. Now components of the gun, we'll start with the shaft. These are Hunt shafts from Italy, got a bunch in last year. This is a 7.5mm shaft, nice heavy shaft for a gun like this, powered by two 16mm rubbers. I do hand tie these all with Dyneema here, round the edges off. A really nice looking, nice performing, very tight, powerful band setup with two 16s. As mentioned, that has absolutely no struggle whatsoever in shooting a 7.5mm shaft. This will pretty much take down almost anything. This has been my most common requested setup. It's also the setup I run. I think it's very versatile. At a 110 length, you're not using an overly long gun, but you're using a very powerful setup. And as per Hunt shafts, we've got 3 shark fin tabs and the one further up, which is where the mono connects to. Mech. In my efforts to move to more New Zealand made gun, I'm using Speargun Engineering mechs from Duncan down in Wellington. These are just a very nice stainless built mech here in New Zealand, which is what I am very keen on using. Very light, triggered mech. He's done a hell of a lot of testing and I believe he stands by this product very well. I've got one in one of my guns. I'm very happy with the mech. Actually, the fluctuations between a couple of the other mechs I've used, using several guns, there seems to be a lot of consistency within his mechs. They're a good looking mech, and of course they're New Zealand made. Just using a Neptonics AR-15 handle, great setup, hugely durable, looks good, feels good in the hand. Can take it apart. Now one thing Kerry Flowers actually mentioned when he took his gun to Vanuatu, there's an Allen key up in here which you can actually take the handle off and run them in a smaller diameter sport tube pipe, PVC, something like that, as long as of course you've got the Allen key, which is a great point I think for the handle themselves. Basically means they're a little bit easier to transport if you want to take the handle off. Shark clip on the back. I basically buy standard, rig them with mono over Dyneema. That's purely up to the user's spec or preference. You know, pretty easy to swap to Dyneema if you want to, pretty easy to add a reel. We've got the OXS branding underneath, and one thing added back to this gun, which again is a debate for a lot of people, this one has the kingfish mark on it. We've got blue moki, we've got butterfish, and we've got blue cod. Now this is measured from the tip of the gun to the top of the leather. Little feature added to some of the guns, again debate whether or not it's sort of that questionable, if you need to measure a fish you probably shouldn't be shooting it, but a lot of people like it, and you can get sort of standard fish measures anyway for some guns in the form of gun stickers. So yeah, that's pretty much the gun as you see it. Really good setup. This is probably my preferred setup, nice and basic, not too complicated at all. It's got a double wrap, which of course with the power it's shooting, I prefer to run a double wrap on them because they will happily shoot out past a single wrap. The whole idea with that is to not have full range and power out to the second wrap, it's to have a bit more range than the first wrap allows you. So there we go, nice clean simple setup for Ollie. A setup like this will run you $750 currently in New Zealand, which I think is very well priced and fair setup. We'll of course be making some changes. I've got a bunch of stocks sitting back there, which I'll be running with a bit of colour, so that's pretty much the last you'll see of Ollie's gun in this video. And as I just mentioned, colour on some of the stocks. I've been working on a bunch of gun stocks over the quarantine period, and I'm going to be running with colour, hoping to get a heap of rubber in that can match these colours. So we're going to have some very well sorted, well matched guns in stock. So if that sounds like a bit of you, feel free to get in touch with me. All my details are down below. I have a huge spearfishing playlist with gun builds, fin builds, as I make my own composite fins as well. Spearfishing clips, all that'll be popping up top, where you can also find that playlist down below. There's as much information as you can find down below. The description down there will have pretty much contact details and everything. So that's it. Enjoy your gun, Ollie. I'm Sam Price. I'll see you at the beach.